From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We have got cold temperatures across mid-Michigan this afternoon. Current readings 34 Lansing, 36 degrees in Jackson. It's been breezy as well, so it feels even colder. The current wind chill for Lansing 25, St. Grand Rapids 28 degrees in Jackson. Satellite and radar showing a few snow flurries from time to time. Not much success really making it to the ground, but overall decreasing flurry chances for the evening hours. Quiet weather for tonight. Forecast-wise, temperatures mid-20s tomorrow morning, but by tomorrow evening we've got some potentially accumulating snows moving back into mid-Michigan. 6 News at 5 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 5.
President Trump is set to sign an executive order aimed at boosting the coal industry. It is our top story today at 5. Thank you for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones. It comes as President Trump's new reciprocal tariff policy is poised to take effect. Erica Brown has the latest from Capitol Hill, where the president's top trade representative testified today that the president's strategy is already bearing fruit.
With less than a day before President Trump's reciprocal tariffs on dozens of countries are set to take effect, the White House says he's open to negotiating with trade partners.
To countries around the world, bring us your best offers, and he will listen.
The Trump administration also says a 104% retaliatory tariff against China will take effect at midnight, making good on the president's threat to punish Beijing unless it withdraws retaliatory tariffs against the U.S. China responded, saying it will, quote, fight to the end.
Countries like China, who have chosen to retaliate and try to double down on their mistreatment of American workers, are making a mistake.
Here on Capitol Hill, President Trump's trade chief defended the administration's sweeping tariffs during a Senate hearing as lawmakers pressed him on the impact.
The president's strategy is already bearing fruit. Nearly 50 countries have approached me personally to discuss the president's new policy and explore how to achieve reciprocity.
U.S. Trade Representative Jamieson Greer told senators that negotiations to lower the reciprocal tariffs will be on a country-by-country basis. Lawmakers on both sides expressed skepticism.
Trump's tariffs will push millions of workers out of jobs and push prices up at the same time.
Whose throat do I get to choke if this proves to be wrong?
Some businesses see the positive. In Mississippi, shrimpers say tariffs on imported seafood can help level the playing field.
It's coming from countries that don't have minimum wages. It's driven our price so far down that a lot of the shrimpers can't even go out and work.
According to the Southern Shrimp Alliance, tariffs have pushed imported shrimp prices up 50 cents per pound. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And the president's sweeping new wave of tariffs are ready to hit U.S. trade partners tomorrow, leaving the economy unstable and many worried about the future. Our Zach Priest spoke with experts today about what we can expect. Zach?
10% tariffs have already been enacted, but much heavier ones, like a 104% tariff on China, kick in at midnight tonight. And they have some people worried about just how high prices might go.
Yeah, I fully expect we'll see a lot of price increases on certain, really across the gamut. A lot of the types of goods you would see at the big box retailers.
Experts are bracing for the worldwide economic hit of Trump's newest tariffs. These include 20% tariffs on the European Union and 46% to Vietnam, where giants like Nike and Adidas produce much of their apparel. Some are taking steps to get ahead.
Prices for everything's going to go up, so got to, budget harder and tighten down. So got to stop going to restaurants a little bit and maybe look for some other ways to bring up income.
Experts say prices will rise among foreign-made automobiles as well as among multiple household goods.
Things like the Target dollar section and, stuff like that, you're going to see some major increases. Certain types of agricultural inputs are going to drive the prices of different grocery products, repair parts, electronics, all those types of things we'll certainly see some price increases on.
She says the severity of the increase will depend on supply and demand, warning that higher value goods may rise even more due to the customer's willingness to bite the bullet. Broglin Peterson says there's no need to panic, but many find the tariffs unnecessary.
It's a little silly the way that they are trying to balance it. The math, even the equation they gave doesn't really check out. So I think that it's a little too overbearing.
And Broglin Peterson does say that there's no need to panic, but she does advise that buying some items, like shoes, sooner than later could pay off. Back to you.
Thank you, Zach. Now, in the meantime, U.S. stocks dove after a second day of stunning reversals. The S&P 500 dropped 1.6% today after wiping out an early gain of just more than 4%, which headed on track actually for its best day in years. The Dow Jones Industrial Average dropped 683 points after giving up an early surge of just over 1,400, while the Nasdaq lost just over 3%. Uncertainty is still high about what President Trump will do with his trade war. The latest set of tariffs, as we said earlier, including a massive 104% levy on Chinese imports, are scheduled to kick in after midnight tonight. We'll have a closer look at how local companies fared on Wall Street today coming up later in our newscast. And be sure to stay with 6 News on air, online, and through our 6 News app as we continue to follow the impact of the Trump tariffs. Well, State Attorney General Dana Nessel issued a new consumer alert warning residents of scammers using Bitcoin ATMs to defraud unsuspecting victims. This is how it works. The scam targeting older adults involves a fraudulent message, even a phone call that might be from someone claiming to be with Apple, Google, or another well-known company, even law enforcement. Now, the scammer tells the victim that their financial accounts have been compromised and they need to take immediate action to prevent unauthorized transactions on their account. Victims are then instructed to withdraw money from their bank accounts and deposit the money into a Bitcoin ATM. The victim is then told to scan and send a receipt or a QR code to the scammer. The moment that transaction is completed, the money is gone permanently. Unlike at banks or credit cards, there is no fraud protection for Bitcoin. U.S. News and World Report recognized 4 of Michigan State University's graduate programs as first in the nation in its 2025-26 rankings. This includes 2 programs giving the top spot for more than 30 years. MSU's College of Education continues to maintain its highly ranked programs, including elementary and secondary education, both consistently ranked #1 in the nation since 1995. 9 of the college's 10 programs are in the top 10 nationwide, including educational administration and higher education administration. Rehabilitation counseling ranks 2nd, curriculum and instruction ranks 3rd, educational psychology ranks 4th. In the meantime, education policy comes in 6th, special education 9th. For a link to all the rankings, head to WLNS.com. Well, the Michigan State men's basketball team is losing standout freshman Jace Richardson to the NBA draft. And sports director Ian Kress joins us now for more on his decision.
Yeah, Sherry, after the season-ending loss to Auburn in the Elite Eight, Richardson said he was going to give it some time and talk with his family and coaches before making a decision. Today, Richardson announced his intentions to turn pro on social media. Just 1 season in East Lansing is all Richardson needed to turn himself into a projected first-round pick. The son of former Spartan Jason Richardson averaged 12 points per game this season and was named to the All-Big Ten freshman team. Head coach Tom Izzo talked after the loss to Auburn about how special it was to have Jace on his roster this past season.
I get people, is he doing something special because he's Jason Richardson's son? That's so far from the truth. The kid earned everything he got. I mean, everything he got. And he is another one that knows how to play the game right. It's been fun to coach him. If I get another year, that's great. If I don't, that's great too, because that means hopefully we helped him and he helped us, and that's a good deal. But the nice thing is I know he won't make a decision for the wrong reasons. Whatever his reasons will be, they'll be the right reasons.
So with Richardson leaving for the NBA draft, Jaden Akins graduating, and Trey Holloman announcing his plans to enter the transfer portal, Michigan State will be looking to replace its top 3 leading scorers from this past season.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
We are in the midst of a cold air outbreak. Good news is it's not going to stick around very long, but there's going to be some snow in the forecast while it's here. Our high temperature trend today in the 30s, tomorrow and Thursday in the 40s, and then we turn the corner back in the 50s as we round out the week. Highs near 50 on Friday, mid 50s Saturday, and look at that, 60s on Sunday and Monday. There is a cool down next week, but we only drop back into the 50s. Our satellite and radar today shows some scattered snow showers to our north. There have been a few flurries in mid-Michigan, but no big deal there. Precision cast through tomorrow morning. Quiet weather. Clouds will be on the increase. As the day wears on, a storm system to our west starts to throw some moisture in our direction. Initially, it's probably going to be rain, but at some point it may mix with or change to snow, and this is a big question mark. If it stays rain, then we're in great shape. If we go over to wet snow, pardon me, then we could be looking at some light accumulations, and I do think there'll be some snow in the area as we head into early Thursday morning. Either way, it's out of here by Thursday afternoon as we rise above the freezing mark and we melt whatever snow we've got. So assuming we mix with some decent snow Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, how much accumulation? Maybe an inch or two of slushy snow. On roadways, that means it does get a little bit slippery, so watch out for that. But temperatures should be around 33, 34 degrees as it's falling, so it'll be melting as it falls, so hopefully not creating too many problems for us. Temperatures, we're missing a few temperatures, but you get the idea. It's 34 in Lansing, 36 currently in Jackson, 37 Ann Arbor. On our Skyview network, the McLaren cam, our live temperatures at 36 degrees. Today's high 37. Morning low is down to 25, so a cold start. Still a lot of clouds on the Grand Ledge cam. Our current temperature coming in at 35 degrees. That is the high for the day. Morning low 24. Now wind gusts up to 21, so that did make a difference as far as wind chills are concerned. Our conditions in Jackson, 36 degrees. That is our high for the day. Also the current temperature, morning low is down to 23 degrees. Wind gusts a little over 20 miles per hour. More in the way of sunshine showing up on the Hillsdale cam. Temperatures at 35 degrees. Didn't really make it warmer though. 38 was the high. And 22 degrees was our overnight low. Tonight's forecast, expected low down to 24 degrees. We'll see decreasing clouds for tonight. Then as we head into our Wednesday, cloudy skies on the way, cold temperatures, and by tomorrow evening, a rain-snow mix moving into the area. The 6-day forecast, temperatures on Thursday near 43 with lows above the freezing mark, so that should help us out as far as travel is concerned. Weekend looks great, highs in the 50s and the 60s, overnight lows 20s and 30s. Few rain showers return on Monday, but then move out, leaving us with more 50s. Things look pretty good. No major changes next Friday. Some showers, those clear out, leaving us with 60s and sunshine for next weekend. So we could have 2 weekends in a row with 60s in the forecast.
Oh, that sounds so good. The wind today made it feels like a lot colder.
Yeah, you're inside looking out. Oh, the sun's out. Looks nice. Open the door. Nope. Need the coat.
Absolutely. Thanks, David.